Hi,
Name censored for privacy reasons.
and today I will be talking about the Chinese General Yue Fei. Yue Fei was born in 1103 in a place called Tianying in the province of Henan during the Song Dynasty. His father died when he was very young, so he grew up with his mother. Before we get into his story, I want to talk about what was happening in China during his life. When Yue Fei was born, the Song Empire was allied with the nomadic Juchen or Jin people against the Liao Empire, during which time the Song Empire was ruled by Emperor Huizong, who was a great artist but not a really good leader. From what I've gathered, he would rather paint all day than actually do his job and rule the country. So when the Juchen brought news that they had defeated the Liao Empire, he was basically like, yay, we did it, now we can split the prize, and all yada yada yada. But since the Juchen basically did 90% of the work, they were like, we should get 90% of the prize. And Huizong was like, no, 50-50. And it didn't take long before the Juchen turned on the Song and started invading their land. In fear of getting captured or killed, Huizong stepped down, leaving his completely unprepared son Qinzong in charge of the entire country. Okay, son, the Juchen are invading and I don't want to die because if I die, then I won't be able to finish my painting, so I'm leaving you in charge of the entire country. Try not to get captured. Okay, bye! What? And since the Song Empire didn't have a leader who actually knew what they were doing, the Juchen took the entire north half of the Song Empire along with Qingzong and Huizong. No, wait, why me? I just wanted to finish my painting! This brings us to the end of the Bei or Northern Song period and the beginning of the Nan or Southern Song period, ruled by Huizong's other song, Gaozong. This is where Yue Fei comes in. At around age 23, Yue Fei had to make a decision between taking care of his elderly mother and joining the war to fight for his country. To help him make a decision, his mother tattooed these Chinese characters on his back, roughly translating to, serve the country loyally. Now that he could both fulfill his mother's wish and fight for his country, he went off to war. I think this is a good time to mention that all of Yue Fei's actions were for the country and out of patriotism, and you'll learn why that's important later. Anyway, he fought for 15 years, reaching one of the highest military positions, being a general, and was undefeated in battle. He once defeated 100,000 Juchen soldiers with only 500 men. During his time, he recaptured much of the land taken by the Juchen, but when he was just an acre away from recapturing the old capital of China, Kaifeng, a peace party led by the Prime Minister of China, Qing Hui, convinced the emperor to tell Yue Fei to withdraw. Yue Fei criticized the emperor for making this decision, saying that they had to keep fighting. Side note, Yue Fei wasn't a crazy, bloodthirsty warrior. He was once told to execute an entire town of people because some of them were revolting against the government, but Yue Fei convinced the emperor to only have him kill those who are suspected to be part of the uprising, saving many innocent lives because he had the courage to stand up against the authority for a better cause. He also cared deeply for his men. If they were sick, he would personally give them medicine. If they died in battle, he would help their family. Still, when Yue Fei criticized the emperor's decision this time, the emperor threw him in prison and a year later, Yue Fei was executed. Now you may be wondering, why did the emperor make the dumb decision of killing off his best military official? Well, the answer is he wanted to keep his job instead of do his job. Let me take you inside his head. If Yue Fei succeeds, he might become too powerful and try and overthrow me as emperor, even though Yue Fei didn't want to be emperor and all his actions were out of patriotism. Or he'll be able to rescue my brother, who is supposed to be emperor anyway, and then I'll lose my job. And so, in order to keep his job, the emperor executed Yue Fei, bringing us to the end of his life story. So to answer the question of what takes courage, it takes courage to risk your life to help your country. It also takes courage to stand up against authority for that country. In modern China, Yue Fei is considered a national war hero, and Qing Hui, the peace party dude who, told the emperor to kill him, is considered a traitor. In fact, I heard somewhere that some people believe that Qing Hui was actually working for the Juchen and wanted to get the emperor to surrender, but I don't know if that's true. Gaozong did eventually realize his mistake after he stepped down as emperor in 1162 and allowed his successor, Xiaozong, to build a temple dedicated to Yue Fei. The temple is called Yue Wang Miao, which translates to Temple of King Yue Fei. King being a very high rank in ancient Chinese society. I've actually been to Yue Wang Miao. It's a pretty cool place. You can see a lot of statues of Yue Fei, poems that he wrote, if you didn't know he was also a poet, and you can also see Qing Hui and his wife kneeling down in shame. And just in case you're wondering what happened at the end of the war, the Mongols, led by Genghis Khan and his offsprings, took over both the Juchen Empire and the Song Empire, forming the Yuan, or Mongol, dynasty of China. So yeah, that was my presentation. Hope you enjoyed and learned something new. Okay, bye.